Corpus Christi and COVID-19. How incongruent. We are physically distanced from the body and blood of Christ, given to us as spiritual and physical nourishment. Eucharist is the sacrament, the tangible presence of Christ, not virtual, but real. Christ's body was broken and blood poured out on the cross that we might live as that body and lifeblood in the world. Now, when we are not able to physically gather around the Lord's table, we are pining for the Eucharist. We miss gathering with our community. We miss the ritual. We hunger and thirst for this sacred meal. What has been taken for granted has come sharply into focus. Many have responded with live-streaming masses and sharing in spiritual communion. The virtual is what we have. But what of value is missing? Mass is not simply watching the Pope celebrate in St. Peter's. A sacramental church knows that the physical, the tangible reality of bread and wine, gathering with others, the smells are important. To be physically present, to engage with one another, to taste as well as see the goodness of the Lord. There had been a minimalist understanding of the real presence. It's broadened to appreciate the presence of God in the Word, the gathered assembly, the priest, and the sacred species. We ponder the difference of a Zoom meal and gathering for a feast, the virtual and the real. Eucharist is not fast food takeaway. It's the participation in a wedding banquet, physicality, food, wine, face-to-face encounter, aromas. Eucharist is an event to be physically engaged in. God became incarnate, broken, poured out, and gave us the Eucharist that we become his flesh and blood in the world. Parishes are responding in new ways. We're conscious of the need to really connect with those who are isolated. Until we gather at the table, until the way back is permitted, we chew on the word of God. We watch and wait. God is at work. God is cooking something up. It's fresh, flavoursome, and tantalising. We are like hungry little Vegemites around the divine table as we await the taste of the bread from heaven and the cup of salvation.